what happened. Palace confirmed unexpected sad news about Queen's Jubilee. PLS, pray for our Queen. The Queen's Platinum Jubilee plans have been unveiled by a royal expert, who explained the ways the monarch will be honoured throughout the Commonwealth. Queen Elizabeth II, 95, will become the first British monarch to reign for 70 years this Sunday. Her Majesty is already the longest-serving British monarch, having surpassed her great-great-grandmother Queen Victoria's 63-year reign 7 years ago. The Queen's historic milestone on Sunday is also a sombre occasion, however, as it marks the anniversary of the death of her father, King George VI. Elizabeth succeeded her father as sovereign when he died on February 6, 1952, while she and Prince Philip were in Kenya. The couple were on a stopover in the African country as part of a Commonwealth tour that was to include South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. However, the couple's trip was cut short as a telegram arrived with news of the King's death, which Philip passed on to his wife. The Commonwealth has been a central part of the Queen's reign, and today it continues to hold an important place in her heart. Her Majesty is head of the family of nations and is monarch for the 14 Commonwealth realms in addition to the UK. The Commonwealth is set to feature prominently in the Platinum Jubilee celebrations to mark the Queen's 70-year reign, royal expert and chairman of the Commonwealth Walkway Trust Hugo Vickers has told. The historian and author, who knows the Queen personally, was involved in planning her last 3 Jubilees and has helped promote the Platinum Jubilee by aiming to complete a series of Commonwealth walkways. He said, "For this Jubilee we are trying to complete this program, which is pretty ambitious. It is to put a walkway into every Commonwealth country and every overseas territory and protectorate." Mr. Vickers helped plan walkways in the UK for the Queen's silver, golden and diamond jubilees to mark the 25th, 50th and 60th anniversaries of her accession to the throne. Her Majesty then gave her permission for him and the rest of the trust to lay down walkways overseas in Commonwealth countries. Some Commonwealth walkway markers have already been installed, including in Australia and New Zealand. There is also a virtual walkway project to connect Commonwealth nations with a 1,000-kilometre walkable path, which links 100 cities and includes 2,000 points of significance. Mr. Vickers said, "For some time we've been putting walkways into Commonwealth countries. The idea being that if you were to go to, let's say, Dominica and you'd never been there before and you were on a boat, you'd come off, you'd walk along the quayside, you'd go through the market, you'd go along the side of the river." The Queen returned to Sandringham, her Norfolk estate, at the end of last month, and in new photos the monarch looked so elegant as she was driven around the grounds. The bold colour of her lipstick really helped the 95-year-old stand out in the snaps, and she looked so radiant ahead of a bittersweet anniversary for her. This weekend will mark the 70th anniversary of the passing of her father, King George VI, who died due to a coronary thrombosis on the 6th of February 1952. Princess Elizabeth, as she was known then, learned of her father's death during a trip to Kenya with Prince Philip in 1952. The couple had been due to travel to Australia and New Zealand, but the tours cancelled, and they returned home to the UK. The Queen's coronation took place the following year in June 1953 and was the first such event to be televised. She usually spends her accession day privately as she marks the passing of her father. There is a possibility that the public could see the monarch on the day that officially marks the 70th year of her reign, given that there will be a Sunday service at St. Mary Magdalene Church in Sandringham. The Queen has mostly worshipped in private throughout the pandemic, however.